Right, so to access this functionality, depending on when you are viewing this video, we don't have a link on the main navigation here. We are just accessing it from /port. So just log into your Robo Shadow portal and then do /ports, and you'll be greeted with this page. So effectively, what we're trying to do here is create something that's simplified vulnerability scanning. To give you an example, here I'm going to put in Google's IP address. I'm going to cancel this because I certainly don't have permission to scan this IP address, but it takes a while to go into the system. You can see, there you go, quick scan. It's asking me if it's 1,000 ports or 65,000 ports. The full range is 65,000, but the top 1,000 ports are the common top 1,000 ports. So it's definitely good just to do that first, and then potentially do a more in-depth scan after, and that will go ahead and kick that off. But I'm just going to cancel that scan because I didn't have permission to do that. So effectively, you can load in via a CSV a list of external servers or external machines that you would like to scan effectively, or you can just add them manually. I've obviously got a couple here that I did earlier. If you've got agent networks effectively, so if you have Robo Shadow agent across different areas of your network, if you have got that done and you've enabled that feature, then effectively you can just pull in those external IP addresses. If you've got 4 different offices with machines or servers with Robo Shadow agents or data centers or whatever, you'll be able to select those networks here. So that might be one to check if you are a Robo Shadow agent user. But if you're not and you've just loaded them in via favorites, you literally just select them and then say scan selected. That will go. So I'm just going to say I want the top 1,000 ports here. That will go ahead and queue all of those up and kick off scans effectively. As you can see, there's a few scans running on the background. We are going to scale up the infrastructure for this, so at the moment your scan will be queued and it will be done, we will definitely say within 24 hours, but while it's just in beta. But if you keep checking back here, it will give you the status. Very soon we're going to be changing the status feed into WebSocket, so it's more of a live stream of your updates. At the moment you're just waiting for what you just see there effectively, which was an auto refresh. So what I'll do, that's how you kick off a scan, but I'll just go back to one that we have done previously so you can get a feel for what we're trying to achieve here. So it will tell you the amount of ports open, the different CVEs that's available on those ports, or the vulnerabilities on those ports, and the CVS scores as well. I'll go into one of the drill down into, it will give you what are the Shodan and the Nmap results as well. So Shodan is the hacker search engine. It's something that just crawls everyone's IPs and then allows the criminal underworld to just write into their API to work out what's hackable. So I think every good pen tester will know what Shodan is and use Shodan. And then Nmap, which as we know is the golden standard tool, that also does the port scanning capability, but then will also let you know CVEs that you've got that's running on vulnerabilities, CVEs being vulnerabilities that you've got running against them. And once you've got those that come up, you can then select down and then actually find out what the vulnerability is that you've effectively been pulled up on as well. So I think the other thing that was worthwhile just showing you is that we're working on this and we want everyone's view in terms of what they would like to see in their reporting. We've got an idea, I didn't mean to do that, we've got an idea of what we think we want this to look like effectively. Sorry, I'm asking for a report to be downloaded for a scan that's not complete. Let's just go to a scan that's complete. There we go. And hopefully that will pop up in my screen now. There you go, and you can send that to yourself or other people or whatever, and it will also have the CVEs, what you've been pulled up on effectively, and then a link to the MITRE or NIST page which confirms exactly what the vulnerability is and how it's exploited and all of that good stuff as well. So I think that was all I wanted to show you here. Remember, this is just in a beta stage at the moment. We're not far off finishing it, but what we are really looking to do is get to the point where if it detects a web source of some description, commonly on port 80 or 443, but it does appear on 8080 and other such extravagant ports like that. It will then run through and do the OWASP scanning capability. And there's also some basically give you website scanning capability, and there's also some machine learning on top of that to arbitrate through the different vulnerabilities that have come up. But for now, what we wanted everyone to be able to do is load in some IPs. The Robo Shadow agent network users can just auto select their external IP addresses from their agent networks, and then at least just kick off a scan and then get some other report as well. The scans will be emailed to you as well. So thanks. Please do come back to us and let us know anything that you feel that we need to add further in there, or just general comments and feedbacks. We've really been amazed by the amount of feedback we've already received, and there's been some really good suggestions, and some of that have gone into this external vulnerability scanner that we've made here. So please do keep that feedback coming.